You're going bald. You're a freaking loser.
You must be my ex-girlfriend taunting me. I threw my hat down.
I got freaking pissed off. You're going bald. Freaking nobody loser.
My ex-girl tried to destroy my Xtremis. I threw my hat down.
I got freaking pissed off. You're going bald. You're 5'6.5". Say you're 5'7" on Tinder.
That's why we ain't together anymore.
5'7" on Tinder.
5'6" and 5'7".
5'7" on Tinder.
What up, what up? It's Garage Gym, homie, baby. And today I'm talking about my shredding stack, homies, and how I got shredded this season. I wanted to make a video about this. Because is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, man. So click subscribe and let's get into this. God bless all of you homies. I hope you're feeling amazing. I wanted to make a video about this because for two reasons. This is a two-part video. Number one, I want to tell you what's worked for me this year. I've gotten the most shredded, I would say, that I've ever been. There was one time about 5 or 6 years ago when I started the channel, like the first few months, where I shredded down 6 weeks without a cheat meal for pictures in Florida. But I have more muscle now. Who's calling me? The old ball and chain. I'm recording a review.
Oh, sorry. I was checking to see why your live went off.
What do you mean went off?
It's not on anymore.
Because I got off.
Well, it's not showing the live workout.
It's not?
Nope.
What the heck do you mean? It got deleted?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not joking.
No,
I
I'm...
called you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right here.
I know why. All right,
All right.
thanks for calling. Because some of the music's copyrighted. I got to unblock it.
Okay, bye.
That's my wife, always looking out for me on High Stim Saturday. I thought... She got off the phone. Look at that. Look at that. My wife is looking out for me. Let's see, what's blocked here? Anyway, man, this is important. Why is it partially blocked? Video can't be seen. Here we go. Erase song. Okay. Look at that, man. All right, let me tell you this. So like 6 years ago, man, I went 6 weeks without a cheat meal and got as shredded down as I've ever been for some pictures. And I was probably the lowest body fat probably at that time. But since then, I have some more muscle mass. So for where I'm at, this is the most shredded I've ever been. I mean, you're looking at me, I'm a little bloated, watery. I just finished a huge intra workout, yada, yada. But I'm saying in my life right now, I got under 170 pounds. I was at 169.4 this season. Last season, I couldn't even crack 170. And there's some stuff I've done different. There's some supplements that I swear by that I never thought I would, that I'm going to share with you. I've shared them with you before, but these, I believe, in my heart, have made a difference, and also some big changes I've made in my life that's made a difference. So I'm going to start with the 3 supplements that I believe actually help with shredding. So I'm going to start with 2. Number 1, I use this hitter. This is 5% Nutrition liquid carnitine. And I'll link below where to get these with a code if you want them. A lot of you have already got them. This is freaking addicting, homie. I started using it, just throwing it in a pre-workout, and I got addicted to the sweat. I'm going to talk about real quick the ingredients, and then I'm going to move on to what this does for me and why this, and then I'm going to talk about the changes I made in my life that help with shredding. So just to tell you, man, because I can hardly see straight, I took some notes. This has, this is the 5% liquid carnitine. Dude, I feel like I'm addicted to that. Like, I will always use this. I freaking love it. Out of the carnitine products I've used the VMI heat powder. This has been my favorite. They're all similar formulas, but this liquid carnitine, you just put 15, you set your scale to 15 ml, to milliliters, and then you put 15 on there. It's amazing. So this gives the thiamine B1 25 milligrams. This helps with energy metabolism, helps convert carbs into usable energy, and improved energy production, nervous system support, mental clarity and focus, and may reduce fatigue during workouts. This is a huge dose, 20 times daily value, ensures no deficiency, and helps with energy metabolism alongside the L-carnitine. Here's the L-carnitine complex. They're giving you a blend of multiple forms. L-carnitine base supports fat metabolism, helps transport fatty acids into mitochondria for energy. L-carnitine tartrate, well studied for exercise recovery, reduced muscle soreness and performance. Acetyl L-carnitine crosses the blood-brain barrier, supports cognitive function, focus, and mood. Boosts nitric oxide production, improve blood flow, endurance, and pumps. And you'll notice increased fat utilization as fuel, especially during cardio, less muscle soreness after training, better pumps. This gives me a killer freaking pump, and mental clarity and focus, which there is no way you'll take this and not notice that. Then you got the GBB, which has totally grown on me, man. I love it at 25 milligrams. This is a precursor to L-carnitine in the body, may enhance endogenous natural carnitine production, works synergistically with the big L-carnitine dose, and potential support for metabolism and endurance, helps you sweat those little nuts off. And by little nuts, I'm talking about my little nuts. Testicular atrophy, homie. All right, here we go. Then you got, so then you got, the other ingredients in here. So this helps with energy and metabolism, fat burning, recovery and endurance, focus and mood, and pumps and blood flow. I'm just going to tell you, man, when you take this hitter, I got 2 more supplements to tell you about. First of all, you sweat. You get all the excess water out, which I feel I'm the most shredded I've been. I'm the most defined, the tightest, and I have stayed with the least amount of water retention that I've had. And there's a few reasons for that besides the supplement. This helps me sweat it out amazing. I'm telling you, when I do stim-free cardio in the afternoon, I take a shot of this beforehand. It's the only thing I take before my stim-free cardio. I feel energized, mental clarity, good mood, endurance, and focus. I can't say enough good stuff about this supplement. And if you guys give it a shot, quite literally give it a shot. This is a watermelon flavor. There's also like a mandarin orange or something. You come back, please share your experience. This thing is the freaking truth. A year ago, you would have heard me say, oh, I won't use that. That's extras. Dude, I have changed a lot. I'm going to talk about some other stuff in the video. That supplement is a game changer. If nothing else, it's addicting. I'm just telling you all the pieces to the puzzle that I have changed this year as to why I think I've gotten more shredded. I'll start with the supplements and go into what I've changed in my routine. Now, the next one, Stage Ready Diuretic. This is freaking amazing. This is like the most loaded freaking diuretic. Plus, it has 2 thermogenic ingredients to help you sweat it out. Cayenne pepper and grains of paradise. It has dandelion root at 600 milligrams, shave grass, uva ursi, juniper berry, bachu extract, cranberry powder, and green coffee bean. If you want to see my full review on this, you can see it on the channel because I go into all the ingredients and what they do. But I'm going to tell you this. I use this 2 days a week. There's 10 servings in here. I use it twice a week. So it freaking, sometimes 3 days a week. I'm going to tell you when. So it freaking, this is my fat burning stack. So like with this, and a fat burner, oh my God. Listen to this though. I take this on Monday after my weekend cheat meals. Because you guys all know, well, I don't know if you all know, I eat spot on clean Monday through Friday. Saturday, I go all day eating clean and then eat whatever the heck I want for dinner from about 5:30 p.m. up till I try and be done by like 8. I can go up to 10, but never later than that. And I generally don't go past 8. Usually get it all in that window. And Sunday, I usually go out for breakfast. I try and eat semi-clean at breakfast. I'll get an omelet, some breakfast potatoes, whatever. And then Sunday night, I go balls to the wall, eat whatever the heck I want. So Monday, I'm bloated as heck. I take this Monday and usually don't touch it again till Friday because I weigh in on Saturday morning. So I want to get as tight as possible for my weigh-in to see where I stand. And my game is pretty much Monday through Friday, I'm working as hard as I can to get as shredded as possible so I can go in Saturday and Sunday with the cheat meals being just freaking shredded to the bone for high stim Saturday, looking crispy on camera, get a crazy pump. I'll have some oatmeal before high stim Saturday and all that and fill out, carb up a little, yada, yada, huda, huda. So I take it Monday morning to get that sodium bloat out, and it freaking works, dude. I'll take it Monday morning with my pre-workout or fat burner, depending on what I'm doing first thing in the morning. And I notice I'm peeing like crazy that day. So this is definitely effective. Then Friday, I always swim Friday morning. I do fasted cardio Friday because I've already done 4 strength training exercises Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I save my 5th for high stim Saturday. I pump iron 5 days a week. You know, I do the bro split or whatever, a variation of it. I'm throwing in other muscle groups now at the end, but that's for another video. So Friday morning, I'm just doing cardio. I'm not pumping iron. I do abs Friday afternoon. And I take this Friday morning to get as tight as possible with my fat burner when I swim. So I'll take this, and then my fat burner. So that's my stack, my fat shredding stack, and it's freaking sick, dude. Now, furthermore, there's a third supplement that I really believe, and I don't take this often, but when I do take it, and I'll link all 3 of these below with a discount code, I can feel the benefits for actual fat burning. And that's the Alpha Yo pills by Xtremis. I don't want to get gross, but this actually, when you take Alpha Yo at 3 milligrams, this has fat burning properties. It's a whatever 2 antagonist. I forget what the heck it is, GYMHOMIE. So I'll take like a thermal spark with this or something, or I try and throw this on top of something that has really low caffeine once in a while, whether it's a pre-workout or that. I don't use it much. I'm talking about like once every couple of weeks I'll use it. And you're going to the bit. It's got you peeing a lot. It clears you the heck out. This has your metabolism without getting nasty. This makes you go to the bathroom. I'll just say that. So you feel tight as possible when you use these. All 3 of these do that. I mean, all 3 of those things I actually have stock in that they help you get shredded. Now, obviously, that's after the diet and the freaking training and everything like that. Now, here's a few things outside of the supplement. So I swear by these supplements. I swear by them. And Alpha Yo also has the, higher than giraffe vagina benefits and the stimulant. But the other 2 are non-stim. You take them with whatever. You could stack them on whatever. This you don't want to stack on whatever. If it doesn't have Alpha Yo, you can, or GYMHOMIE, but besides that, you don't want to use it. I'm going to tell you this. Here's some major changes I've made in my life, the important stuff, why I think I've gotten shredded. First of all, I sauna every day. That's number 1. I try and sauna 7 days a week. I go at least 6. Once in a while, I'll miss a day, but every day in the evening, I sauna after I've eaten dinner and everything. It's the last thing I do as part of my regimen to just get that extra tightness, and it's good for my head and mentality and everything. So I'm saunaing. That's not new. I've had the sauna for a while now. I got tan for my wedding in June, and then I just kept tanning. That helps with the appearance. Being shredded is about appearance. So getting tan, getting color, that will give you the appearance of being shredded. But the real thing that I've changed is 3 things, I'd say. Number 1, I completely got out of that mindset of eating the leanest meats. I got rid of all that plain chicken breast. Now I eat chicken breast sometimes, but I cook it in G butter. I'll freaking, after I cook my steak, I'll freaking toss it in the steak juice with all the fats and oils. I eat a lot of chicken thighs. Dude, I'm thinking about getting chicken wings with the skin and everything and freaking incorporating it. I got out of that mentality after 11 years finally of that bodybuilder, plain chicken, plain salmon and rice mentality. And I am hooked on fatty meat. I have gotten the most ripped eating ribeye. I eat ribeye every week. I buy red meat now. I got out of that 96% lean meat I used to buy. Now if I buy ground beef, it's going to be 90%. I got out of that mentality of eating. I'll never eat 99% lean freaking turkey again, dude. I want the nutrients, homie. I want the nutrients. And when I'm eating New York strip steak, when I'm eating freaking ribeye, when I'm eating sometimes sirloin, when I'm eating chicken thighs, that fatty meat, I am more ripped. I know it has higher calories. I know it has higher fat. That's not, I get that, Einstein. I'm saying it has been easier for me to keep the carbs down. My carbs have been at like between 100 and 130. Some days are different depending on what I'm eating with the bars and stuff. 100 calories, and I feel freaking awesome. I'm never tired. I'm never super hungry. I'm always satiated, energized. When I started incorporating New York strip steak and freaking ribeyes every day, and I eat, I got out of that mentality, if I eat potato, it has to be sweet potato. I eat white potato, and I got rid of all veggies. I don't meal prep veggies anymore. You could say shame on me, yada, yada, whatever. I just stopped meal prepping veggies. It saves me time, and I'm getting all my nutrients, man. I mean, I have a big vitamin stack. I'm not convinced I need veggies. I'm going to check my blood work Monday. I'll see if I'm deficient in anything. I doubt it, homie. I feel amazing. Incorporating fatty meat. So in the morning, I'll just eat 6 ounces of like chicken thighs with 6 ounces of potato, or a serving of wild rice, or some of that brown rice pasta I eat or whatever. That's it. 6 ounces of meat with the carb. For lunch, I'll just have a piece of 6 ounce after cooked New York strip or ribeye. Dude, I am satiated for hours. Then I'll have some bars. 2 bars a few hours later, 2 scoops of protein powder a few hours later, and for dinner, I'll have another 6 ounces of fatty meat, usually New York strip or ribeye, and or some chicken thighs or whatever the heck I have that week, and I'll have another carb source, serving of brown rice or wild rice, potato, whatever the heck I have. That's about 2,000 calorie day right there, man. That's a 2,000 calorie day. I've never had this low. Sometimes I'm at 1,800, 1,900 calories. 1,900. I've been at between, I'd say 19 to 2,000 calories pretty much every day of the week, and I'm like never hungry. And I'm training 11 times a week. 11 times a week, I'm training 5 cardio sessions, 5 strength training, and an abs. Separately. I do all those separately, 2 a days, cardio once, strength training once, and I'm never hungry. Another reason I think that I've gotten more ripped, I add salt on all my food. I thought for years you never add salt to, bodybuilder, you don't add sodium to your food, that's water retention. Dude, I don't know what's doing what, if it's the fatty meat, the supplements, I haven't changed anything else. For the haters, my TRT hasn't changed, nothing else. It's 150 mgs every Monday, haven't touched that. What else? I'm just putting you up, man, on game. I start adding salt. I add salt to my chicken. Not after it's cooked, before I cook it, I mean. When I meal prep, I add salt to everything. Mix it in, salt and pepper. My chicken, my steak, my freaking potatoes. I add salt to that stuff before I cook it. Anything I'm preparing, I throw pink Himalayan salt on. The food tastes better. and I think I'm more satiated, more nourished. We need salt. I got out of that freaking old mentality, man, and I started getting more ripped. The third thing I've done, I used to go hard on cardio pretty much every time. I walk my dogs a lot now. I think there's something to walking the dogs where I walk 4 miles. It takes an hour and 20 minutes. I walk each dog 2 miles. I walk Vinny 2 miles. I walk Gemma 2 miles at least twice a week with them. I mean, I walk them more than that. Well, Stephanie runs them, so they get out every day to play and exercise. But I personally walk the dogs. Instead of 5 cardio sessions where I'm killing myself on the stair mill, going hard, morning fasted cardio and all that, I walk more. I do a walk. The watch says at least 300 calories. It's got to say at least, it goes to 4 miles and at least 35 minutes. Takes me an hour and 20 minutes. I think there's something to being less hungry when you're not killing yourself on cardio. There's something about not killing yourself on cardio that makes you less hungry. When you're killing yourself on cardio, I think your body is freaking starving more for food, and I've been able to get more ripped like that. These are the things that I've done, dude. Killing myself less. I made a video, man, saying that you don't have to kill yourself to have a beautiful physique. It was a short that I made. Dude, I've never had so many haters. They basically said, oh, that's if you're on steroids. Dude, if you're natural, everything I'm saying applies to you. You do not have to kill yourself to have a good physique. It's counterproductive to bodybuilding, killing yourself. I don't care if you're natural, on TRT, or on a ton of steroids. You do not have to kill yourself to have a nice physique. You have to be consistent. I meal prep every freaking week at the same exact time. My life, these people couldn't do what I do in a day, let alone 11 and a half years straight without falling off once. These haters who say that my advice is only if you're on steroids. There's not one thing you can catch me saying that applies only to people on testosterone and not natural. Everything I'm saying, from the fatty meat to the salt to not killing yourself on cardio to freaking these supplements, it applies to everybody. My advice applies to everybody. If you don't think so, freaking get bent, homie. I don't care what you have to say. You're a freaking sorry loser. Let me tell you this, man. Between adding in these supplements, I use this every day for cardio. Sometimes when I pump iron, never twice in a day. The instructions say once in a day, so I use it once in a day. Most of the time it's for stim-free cardio. I think it does something, okay? This diuretic helps me get tighter. It's all about water retention. I'm not saying I'm more ripped because I've lost more fat. I appear more ripped. I've lost weight on the scale. I look more ripped. Is it fat? Is it water? It's probably a combination. I don't freaking know, dude. I don't measure my body fat and all that. I do a lot of my training in the morning now and a lot of my cardio in the afternoon, where I used to only do morning fasted cardio. Both have pros and cons. Something about morning fasted cardio feels very good. There's that tight feeling with it. But I think I burn more calories on the watch when I'm stimmed up in the morning hitting like legs or something. So I think it's a lot of my calorie burnings coming from strength training, which I used to emphasize a lot more on cardio. You might see my videos from 3 years ago, and I was saying the opposite. Morning fasted cardio is the way to get ripped. And you can get ripped like that. It's all about what you're eating and stuff anyway. But what's a man if he can't change his ideology? You know, I would have never thought ribeye was clean food. I would say, oh, that's not clean ribeye. That's what you get at a cheap meal. Nonsense. That's whole food. It's one ingredient food. Of course it's clean. I was wrong. New York strip steak, one ingredient food, steak. Freaking sodium, add it to your food. Do not be scared of adding salt to your food. If you're dialed in, if you're eating carryouts and stuff, then you're getting way too much sodium. Of course you're going to have water retention. I'm talking about clean eating. Add salt to your food. Don't be scared of it. And I also got away from those sauces with sucralose. I was eating G. Hughes and stuff. I'm not anti-G. Hughes. I get enough sucralose in my freaking... I take protein powder. I take pre-workouts. I take this. I take that. In my sauces, if I'm adding a sauce to like a New York strip steak doesn't need sauce. Ribeye doesn't need sauce. Sirloin doesn't need sauce. But if I'm adding sauce to like a chicken dish or some like the veggie, brown rice pasta or something like that, I use Primal Kitchen. It's 10, 15 calories. There's no sucralose. I think sucralose causes some bloating. It just in general. I think artificial sweeteners cause some bloating. I just think they do. A lot of people have reported that, and I've noticed it. And these Primal Kitchen sauces have been the same calories as those G Hues, but without any sucralose. I just don't need more sucralose, dude. I've also included hydration supplements, man. Every time I do cardio, I slam a bottle of hydration supplement. So those are the changes I've made, man. I've done a lot of growing, and I hope to continue to grow and get better. I'm trying to, my meal prep's more enjoyable. I spend more money on it. Those fatty meats are not freaking cheap, dude, but I don't care, dude. It takes money to make muscle. And it's not like I'm getting high anymore. I don't spend money on heroin or crystal meth. Why not spend my money on things that are good for me? I wouldn't think twice about spending money from some freaking guy named Hector on La Brea for a bag of heroin to shoot in my arm. But now I want to get in my head about spending money on freaking good quality meat when I have the money and I'm not hard up and God is taking care of me and screw that, dude. Don't be in your head. Spend money on stuff that's good for you, man. Isn't it amazing how we'll spend money in half a second on stuff that's toxic for us? When it comes to supplements we're trying to save $1. Screw all that, man. Anyway, the supplements, the regimen, that's what I've done, and I've gotten the most ripped I have this year. And I'm the oldest I've been, obviously. We're all the oldest we've been. That's deep wisdom right there. At any moment, we're the oldest we've ever been. So you'll have to sit with that, man. That's a deep one. I'm the oldest I've been right now, and the most ripped, man. I'm the most ripped at the oldest age. What can I say? That's what I got. Please comment below. It's a long video. I'm yipping and yapping. Hope it helps you. God bless all you. Let's get this dang muscle. We're out.